As you all know, the Daily Mail, or the Mail on Sunday, has appealed its loss to Meghan Markle. Now we have this man, Jason Knauf, her former palace aide, speaking out against her. And this is very interesting. And I have to read this to you. Documents today revealed that Meghan feared her private letter to her dad, Thomas Markle, 77, would be leaked, picking her wording to pull on the public's heartstrings. Worried? She wasn't worried. Papers given to the court read, quote, she also asked a specific question regarding addressing Mr. Markle as daddy in the letter. Should I call him daddy? Quote, saying, given I've only ever called him daddy, it may make sense to open as such, despite him being less than paternal. So that's not how she really feels. And in the unfortunate event that it leaked, it would pull at the heartstrings of the public. Obviously, everything I've drafted is with the understanding that it could be leaked, so I have been meticulous in my word choice. This is what Knauf is saying, Meghan said. After initially penning the letter, she texted Mr. Knauf to say that she felt fantastic, adding cathartic and real and honest and factual. And if he leaks it, then that's on his conscience. So she's forcing him to leak it. And at least the world will know the truth, words I could never voice. So she wants this leaked, and then the world will know the truth. So that's how it reads. It reads as, this is Meghan's version of events. The court was also told that she was happy for the public to read the letter that she sent her father if he leaked it, despite launching the legal charge when the Mail on Sunday published it. Remember the 5 anonymous friends? They talked about the letter. Oh, how did that happen? And she said she didn't know anything about it. And all of those 5 anonymous friends are allegedly mothers with small children. What's the probability of that? So let's get into this reading.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel, Time for a Spot of Royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me a cup of tea. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. So, Jason Knauf is basically speaking out against Meghan, and there's a lot of stuff coming out. One, Meghan wrote each page of this. First, it was sent back and forth to her aides and massaged, and she very carefully chose all the words, and she ended each written page in the middle of a sentence so that the next page would have to be revealed, because she wanted the entire work to be revealed. Okay, because that's her side of the story. Meghan is always telling her side of the story, fleeing the palace, all that stuff. And Thomas Markle has still withheld some of this letter because it's just so embarrassing to him. Meghan apologized to the court for not remembering that she helped write, that she helped with the book, Finding Freedom. And the way that she did this is she would speak to friends she would give messages to friends who would then speak to Scobie. So she and Harry were not speaking directly to Scobie, they were speaking through intermediaries. And so when they were asked, they would say, we didn't assist with Finding Freedom. And it turns out that Meghan was in contact with her father the entire time while he's having he had the heart attack, he's in the hospital. She and Harry are texting back and forth, and she then represented that he never tried to contact her. A lot of stuff is coming out. So let's just see what the cards want to say about Meghan writing the letter and intending the letter to her father and intending for it to go public. Let's just kind of see what the cards want to say about that, because that's the basis of this lawsuit. And so we need to just see what the cards want to say about that, and we'll listen. Meghan sending the letter to her father, not devil. It's all lies. right in the center. And secrets. And more secrets. Very careful. More lies. Oh, and hand in hand is upside down. Meghan basically won the lawsuit the first time. This is the appeal. And the reason she won it is because allegedly that letter was intended only, it was a personal correspondence between Meghan and her father. And we're finding out it was not. And so the Daily Mail has appealed. So the basis of all that's going on here is lies. Lies about her family and secrets. 21, 25, and the pathway. So very dark cards. This is all about keeping secrets. This letter, the reason she wrote this letter, this is Meghan's version of events. And by giving out her version of events, she's hiding a lot of things that she doesn't want people to know. It's full of lies. Okay, so this is not an honest account of what happened. And she's calling him daddy, 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 daddy. Have you seen, my sister does that. I've seen my sister as a grown woman calling my father daddy, daddy, daddy. And it's manipulation. And they do it. She did it. My sister did it for manipulation. And Meghan is manipulating. She wants people to feel that, you know, she's a little girl and she's a victim. It's all lies. And she's keeping her secrets. And she's, let's see, 21, 20. And she's keeping, this is her narrative, how she goes through life. More secrets, more secrets. Very cleverly crafted. It was sent back and forth between her and Jason Knauf, who is now coming out and exposing Meghan. Jason Knauf is now working, and this is very clever. This is what happens. I worked in government. You see a lot of stuff like this in government. It's not what they did. It's not what they said. It's not about the facts and circumstances. It's what the opposition can prove. And you see that a lot. It's a very dirty business. And that's what they're doing. So Jason Knauf now works for the Cambridges. He's their CEO of their charity. Oh boy. It's an emotional letter. Very emotional. Okay, so Meghan, she's very intentionally playing all the emotion cards. She's calling him daddy. She's a little girl. She's very wounded, and it's all the emotional narrative, but it's all lies, and it's purely selfish. 6 spades is purely selfish and lies. And the yes card, this is so important for Meghan. Nothing is more important for Meghan that you think she's beautiful, that you think she's clever, that you think she's a perfect person who's never done anything wrong. Her image is everything, and nothing else matters to Meghan besides her image. And I think that's a typical narc trait. I think that's a typical narcissistic trait. They're the greatest of all time. And no one can compare to the narcissist. Even if they're like a drug addict on the street and they've been in and out of prison, they're the greatest of all time. Man, hopes and fears. Man, that could be Mr. Markle, that could be Harry, or that could be direct action. Hand in hand. But it's reversed, okay? And I don't throw my cards reversed, so this is unusual. So hand in hand is about working with lots of people, but she's not. She's manipulating all the people. Lies and manipulating. It looks like, okay, narcissists get flying monkeys. They get people to do their bidding, and they lie to those people, and then those people attack the victim, the person that they're targeting. And the person that Meghan is targeting is Mr. Markle, and she's lying to a whole bunch of people, and she wants to see who will attack him. Well, the whole world was attacking him, the entire world. So what can we see from the cards here? It's all lies. Meghan will do anything. The foundation of this is lies about her family. It's all an emotional narrative. Lots of secrets. It was very, 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 very carefully crafted. Meghan took step after step after step after step to ensure that she was the winner. She also sent it to her lawyer. She also sent this letter to her agent and had this filed and documented to make sure that there were witnesses that this happened on this time. And she mailed it through her agent. So she got other people involved, and that's documenting and witnesses. The whole thing is just based in fraud. It appears that she's being exposed, and hopefully there's more than enough to overturn the previous ruling by the court. Meghan won a summary judgment previously. Okay, as I said, Jason Knauf, he was picked up by the Cambridges, and he's now CEO of the charity. He's now CEO of the charity, which is an awesome job. So is the palace behind Knauf going public? Because there's a pitched battle. It's an all-out war between Meghan and the palace, and she's literally trying to destroy the royal family. She's literally trying to destroy the royal family and establish her own monarchy here in America, which is ridiculous because we don't have a monarchy and they can't live in America. I mean, Harry can live in Canada or Australia and play this game. Okay, but he can't live in America and do this. I don't care how bad you want to live in America. I don't care how much you want to be a Hollywood actress. Harry can't live here. He has to live in a Commonwealth nation. He can go live in the Bahamas, okay, and pretend like, well, it's a short plane flight to the United States. So did they put Jason Knauf up to this? Knauf and the palace, because it sure looks like it. Ooh, Knauf. What's that about? And the palace. Oh my gosh. Did they put Knauf up to it? Well, this is the palace. Devil. They'll do anything. They'll work everything together to turn this around. 4 diamonds. Yes, the palace is behind it. He works directly. Look at how evil this is. Okay, and this is a lot of what government is like. There's a lot of really underhanded dealings. Right before I retired, I sent a memo to people that I was working with. I resigned. I was sent on a detail down into the comptroller's office, and I resigned that detail. I made sure to send it to everyone in the world because I believed that that 3 or 4 of them would delete the email and pretend that I'd never sent it and then take action against me, which is exactly what they wanted to do because they're so dishonest. Okay, so I sent it to other people who I knew would not delete it so that there would absolutely be a trail. And then I printed everything out and I filed it and I scanned everything and kept everything. They'll do anything. Okay, this is war. All is fair in love and war. Everything is fair in war. So the palace is definitely behind this. Like big time. They want to change the situation. They want to turn it around by any means necessary, and they're going to use everything. And this is a great opportunity. Knauf didn't want to do it. Okay, he's like, this violates the code. I don't want to do it. But he's doing it for the family, 18, to keep his job. So he didn't want to do it. He really didn't want to do it. He absolutely didn't want to do this because he's the guy standing in front who's going to take the bullet. If somebody takes a bullet, it's going to be Jason Knauf. Okay, because he signed all kinds of non-disclosure agreements. You can't say this, you can't say that. Well, he's disclosing all kinds of things that he can't say. And if people don't realize that this could ruin his career. If now he's kind of stuck with the royal family and maybe he won't be able to, because trust is very important. It's like working for the CIA or something. I mean, you can't disclose these things. So he really didn't want to do it, and the palace is definitely behind it. Very emotional going forward. So my question is the palace behind it? 15, 4 clubs. This is something that needs to be done now. It's an opportunity that you need to grab. So the palace is definitely behind it. And look at how evil that is. Very disturbing. Okay, there's the 5 anonymous friends. And in the summary judgment, Meghan was able to keep the 5 anonymous friends secret. Okay, these 5 anonymous friends, she sent them the letter. She's like, oh, I didn't know they had the letter. How would I, I didn't know they were going to talk to People magazine. She totally put them up to it. Okay, so will the 5 anonymous friends be revealed? Because their identities were not disclosed. Their identities were sealed. Okay, and it would be a huge scoop for the Daily Mail to reveal the 5 anonymous friends. So will the 5 anonymous friends now be revealed? Because that would be awesome. Oh, wow. In the center is a big change. Sun exposes everything, and Angel is acting with a pure heart. 11, 12, 3 spades, conflict. This says to me that those 5 anonymous friends will be now revealed. The previous gag order will be overturned, and they will be revealed. Meghan will do everything she can, work everything together to block this, 8 and 12. So there's going to be more of a fight. Meghan is going to file she's going to file an appeal, but there's going to be a ruling that the 5 anonymous friends can be revealed in the interest of the public. And, it's in everybody's best interest, Angel, that this changes and they be revealed. Sun reveals everything, and Angel acts with a pure heart. But Meghan is going to fight. So I think there will be a ruling that they can be revealed, but then Meghan will immediately file something to stop, to delay this and to stop it and to prevent it. Another thing that came out is that Harry seems to have been acting as despicably as Meghan. Okay, so they're texting back and forth to Mr. Markle. He's being just as deceptive. He's standing right next to her, and a lot of people are beginning to question, because it's just going on so long, that is Harry truly just being manipulated? I think she's a very powerful personality. I've seen this before. I've been a victim of this. But at some point, you have to draw the line. And he hasn't done that. Harry is going along with her. So it has come out that the palace was like, you need to go visit your sick father. He had a heart attack. You need to go visit him. And Meghan pushed back. No, you're being mean to me, telling me, giving me good advice like this. Did Harry also advise Meghan to visit her father? Because I would really like to know this. Let's do Harry and Meghan. Did Harry advise Meghan to visit her father? Because that's a no-brainer. The man had a heart attack. He can't come to the wedding. Go visit him. So was Harry also advising Meghan, Harry, to go visit her father? Meghan. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at Meghan's side. Crazy. Well, Meghan's devil, earthquake. I think the devil's shown up in 4 spreads at this point. Absolutely not. It's over. He's out of her life. No, absolutely not. 21, 29. What the situation has dramatically changed. No, she was absolutely dead set about it. So the emotional cards are hearts and spades. Spades are very negative emotions. Spades they represent emotions very often, but they can also represent actions. But in this case, I think this is all emotions. Meghan is just absolutely dead set. She's not going to hear anything about going to visit her father. No way. Absolutely no way. She's extremely angry at him. She wants to break dishes and attack people and, make up ridiculous accusations. She's absolutely dead set against him. That's just weird, because I don't believe Thomas Markle did anything to Meghan. But look at her reaction. Her reaction is just who is this person? Is she even on this planet? Her reaction just seems so completely crazy. It just seems completely not related to what's actually going on with her father. So it makes me wonder if there's something else under the surface. And the first spread talked a lot about secrets. Meghan was putting forth her version to prevent the secrets from coming out. And Thomas Markle never reveals those secrets. And that's the power that he holds over Meghan. So she's very, very, very upset at him and was not going to hear anybody tell her that she should go visit him. Harry push manifesting a decision with the mother or in the situation? 25, 30, 8 diamonds, everything. He did feel that this was a good idea. Okay, so we know from watching Harry was the most popular royal, and obviously he followed the advice of the advisors. Okay, he followed the royal advisors' advice. Meghan follows no one's advice, and she's always playing the emotion card. So we always get 10 hearts for Meghan. We always get devil for Meghan. This is 10 spades. Okay, this is like very negative emotions. Okay, and so Harry was in favor of going to visit Mr. Markle. Angel and outside influences. The royal family had everybody's best interest at heart, and they were applying a little bit of pressure to make this happen. And they're right, of course. It's a no-brainer. And I've been saying this for like a year or years. I've been saying it for at least 2 years, that Meghan simply needs to go visit Thomas Markle, Meghan and Harry with the kids, or invite Thomas up to see the little doll babies. So, yeah. So Harry was agreeing with the advisors, but Meghan was dead set against it. Not gonna happen. Just see what the cards want to say about, will this previous summary judgment be reversed? Or reversed in parts? Okay, I could very definitely, I could see parts of the previous judgment being reversed. You could also see the entire judgment being reversed. I'm curious what the cards want to say, if it's partial or total, because the basis of this lawsuit and the reason Meghan won summary judgment is because it's a personal letter between herself and her father, and no one has the right to, put that out in the public arena because it's a personal letter. Well, it very clearly is not a personal letter, and it was not written as a personal letter. It was written under the guise of a personal letter, but it was intended to be revealed to the public. And that's really quite clear. So will the court reverse the previous judgment, or in part or whole, that Meghan won? She won summary judgment. Will the court reverse in part or whole the summary judgment? Fox. Ooh. Will they reverse in part or whole? The underlying cards are very interesting. They'll destroy the previous foundation and make a big change. So what was done before will be destroyed. But this is underneath, so maybe it's a bit more subtle. King of Hearts, Ace of Diamonds, and Fox. They will take these things very cleverly into account. Fox is a good lawyer card. It's a good judge card. It's taking the totality. The female cards are more global. The male cards, person cards are more direct action. So the Fox, they'll take everything into account and really consider everything, then take direct action to expose and open these things to the public. 25, 26, outside influence, 7 diamonds. So the court is going to take action. That action is going to destroy the previous foundation and make a big change. But they're going to be a little bit subtle about it because this is underneath. So I think they're going to leave some of it in play. It's a partial victory, but it's really quite devastating to Meghan. It's really quite devastating to Meghan. It's going to open a lot of things up that were not. Meghan won the summary judgment. That's going to be effectively destroyed in part I think the very important parts are going to be destroyed, but not all of it. They're not going to just simply reverse all of it. They're going to destroy parts and leave some of it in place. But the stuff that they're going to leave in place looks insignificant compared to the stuff that they're going to just completely annihilate. So what do we have? So this whole letter that Meghan wrote was based in fraud. She was emailing electronic. The thing was drafted electronically between her and Jason Knauf. She did work directly with Scobie. Okay, the 5 anonymous friends will be revealed, but Meghan will fight it to prevent it. So I think we're still going to have to wait on that. So there'll be a judgment to release this, which is very good. Harry did advise her to visit her father, and it's like a nightmare. It's just getting worse for Meghan. This is really collapsing a lot of her secret house there, and there's going to be some serious kickback for this. So that's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.